Yeah,
the
that's
one screen to the
fine.
left of Vanilla 9, and we have a grave start, so interesting.
Yeah,
Only
definitely.
really two ways you can go. One of which is right next to the armor still, so that's nice.
Yeah, we'll see if that contains our item. If we have a free wand, I'm going to say that we need to restart the seed and try and find something a little bit more challenging, but we'll see what happens.
Admin prerogative, just kind of mulligan.
Yep, it's like, sorry, you got to restart. Just kind of the way it goes.
Not mirrored, easy one, reboot.
Yeah, I mean, not mirrored is super easy. That alone, I think, actually removes about 15 minutes off of each seed, to be honest with you.
Oh, easily. Well, we got a wand. We got a recorder, I should say. So, no
Hey.
mirror, no wand, I should say. We're gonna have to be finding that one.
Good news! Right away, we can play Name That Tune. Let's go.
Depends if we have some audio or not, though.
Audio is good.
Okay, give me 1 second. My audio is not working.
I also have no audio, but that's okay. We can make our own music. We find Sphere 6.
Now the question is, that's looking like it's going to be First Quest 6, it looks like.
Yeah, that definitely looks like a First Quest 6-ish level there.
If that is the case, levels 1 through 6 will all be First Quest.
And we've got a map to confirm. We can only pray for Second Quest level 7 and 8 now.
Yeah, we don't want to make it too easy mode for him. Alright, so we got Redbirdgrad walking through the dead woods. No candles, so he's going to double back here. Does have the flute, though, so we can check out the recorder lake if he chooses to. Nice large, 115.
Yeah, 115 is very solid. Gives it a little bit of leeway to work with here. And bombs! Woo! Expensive, but definitely going to take that.
Yeah, this is the kind of situation where you only buy 4 and try to work your 10 count to preserve your money a little bit. Granted, the large is nice, and the medium was alright, but yeah, we don't want to spend too much money on bombs if we don't have to. Now, at this point, would you buy a candle if you came across it at 80 rupees? That's an expensive candle.
Redbird says yes.
I probably would have too. Granted, he's right next to the forest, well, the dead woods.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to buy a candle and not buy at least a bomb pack, because that lets you at least get these bomb caves here by start. But it definitely is for routing is fantastic because we no longer have, a gimme candle. So yeah, I think it's a good. And there's two more 115s on the table. Your medium secret's 31, so there's plenty of money going around. Can't get the hints until you get a book. So yeah, good choice.
Fred finding level 4 Ishk Dungeon. It is kind of linear though, so you do tend to be ladder blocked or key blocked in it quite often. Oh, hello, Patra. We'll see if our item is attainable, and yes, it is in level 4. We'll see what it is. And as Fred picks up that bow in level 4, you'll see it light up on the bottom left corner there, and that is thanks to our tracker behind the scenes, Azrin. Thank you very much for having hopping on and tracking for us, Azrin. We appreciate it. So now we are on a hunt for arrows, and that's going to make it interesting. They choose to spend their money using arrows or not. Oh, and that is a ladder block Triforce.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's tough. But for early bow, Fred not having bought the candle, he finds arrows. That's a pretty solid weapon too. Kills more things. But he is going to go back here. He's going to buy some bombs. We'll see if he goes back and buys the candle. And he is going.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to. Now, buying arrows this early would be interesting because it would use your money that you could use elsewhere. And just ladder blocks all over this level 3 so far. The Dr. Blue, yes, it's all boards, so they need all 8 Triforces and to kill Garen and rescue Zelda. So we have Fred going up to Burn Row. We'll see what he finds up here. And Redbird still trying to work his way through level 3. Gotta avoid some mummies though. And Fred also finds level 3, so he's gonna see his ladder block Triforce and probably go hunt for that up on the upper part of the map. There are Wizards in this level 3 though, which is not pleasant.
Yeah, I would not want to be messing with Wizards at this point in the game. Redbird does have bombs. Fred has bombs, but it's just one of those things. You know you can't get to the Triforce. I guess dig a little bit for the item, but you definitely don't want to invest too much time here.
No, I believe that is our bait block there. It was a... Well, no, he is a Gibdo, so maybe not. Yeah, it wasn't turned to the side, so yeah, never mind. That was on our bait block. Now, Redbird does see a heart, so we are playing with the White Sword Shuffle now. So he is in the zone of where he wants to be. Probably wants one more to guarantee it, but having 5 is definitely a nice feeling.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely like having extra life. Man, blue Wizrobes, you know, don't want to use your keys, but it's very likely that there's a key door blocking perhaps opening. Or this could be it, actually. This possibly is our item room as Redbird gets hit by a red bubble, and we all have our favorite inverted control.
And I actually do have audio now. Our recorder tune is Ridley from Super Metroid, I believe. So we'll see what our item here in level 3 is, and that is not the item, that's just a troll staircase, well, troll push block.
Yeah, I don't know, you know, with it being in the desert room, I don't know that I've ever physically seen a push staircase there. However,
this one, however, is possible.
Super free. Oh, baby!
So that's a huge find. It does kind of eliminate the necessity to buy arrows at this point. I think you would rather depend on the red candle over arrows if you can, just to save your money a little bit more.
Yeah, but man, I hate Pole's voice.
Well, yeah, I mean, the red candle can't hurt those, but...
But yeah, I mean, we're talking 8-minute red candle. That candle purchase paying off in spades for both of these players.
Now, is this the kind of situation where you're only 8 minutes in? Do you retry to get that money back?
I mean,
we don't have anything.
That was under a candle location, right? So you can't get it without finding the candle.
That's true, yeah. Good call, good call.
So, I mean, if you, I don't know, 8 minutes is a lot of time, but I don't think 80 rupees is necessarily worth it, especially with as much that's on the map. I think you'll be all right without it.
Redbird finding all the bombs, and Fred making his way over to the desert to pick up the Armos item, which I'm pretty sure is going to be over here somewhere.
Our Armos item was in the grave. It was our recorder.
Oh, that's right. That's the other recorder. That's right.
So we've got a candle and a recorder, which means in this mixed overworld, we're already getting ready to cover a lot of territory, which is pretty nice. We're actually going to see Redbird duck back into level 4 here. See if he can't find something useful.
Well, this is Redbird's first trip in. It was Fred that found it earlier.
Ah, even better.
Redbird will be picking up his bow as long as he decides to clear it out and not run away beforehand. In our book is our white sword item. Cannot get it on 4 hearts. Now, how much priority do you get picking up that book at this point, Adagenus?
This early on, I definitely take it. You could get hints. Always nice for level 9 later on. The later it gets, the less useful it is, especially if you know where Silver's is. It kind of eliminates some of the hints that really matter, but 10 minutes into a seed, when you are still missing stuff, it's definitely worth grabbing.
Now, we do see a free Triforce on the floor on level 4. Fred did not pick that up, so we'll see if he goes back later. Well, he's obviously going to have to, but...
Yeah, we'll see if that lets him get in there and get the item as well. Redbird is going to go back in. Has a couple of keys, so doing okay. 7 bombs. Gonna clear out some of these rooms, try to find some more items as well.
Redbird is taking the northern path, though, where the item was down to the south.
Oh, did we see the item in here already?
4 has the bow.
Oh, the bow. Okay, gotcha. My apologies. I must have missed that. Level 2 for Fred.
So level 2 is a nice find. It's one item just hanging out on the ground. Can be combat blocked, and we do see Wizrobes, so that could be a thing. I think our RBG has the curse of the red bubble at the moment, because his movement's a little on the wonky side.
He shouldn't. He just picked up a Triforce, unless he ran into another one down here. I try to be super careful with these land mola that are not being kind. If they come over here to this right-hand door, you can actually stand in the door and shoot out your fire and not get hit by them, which is pretty awesome. But I think you use a block clip instead.
RBG is going to pick up his bow momentarily. And nice job by Fred to take out those blue landmolls on low resources. Don't see the compass there as well, so he'll be able to pick that up if he chooses to. There are red bubbles there, so that could be a thing, but those aren't too bad. You don't want to get cursed, though.
No, definitely not. It's super annoying. Oh, man. Shoot.
I mean, we want to see him get cursed, so it's funny for us, but they don't want to get cursed.
No. Yeah, J.K. Allen actually making a fantastic point. RBG's been rocking. Oh my goodness, there's a free wand on the floor in 2. RBG's been rocking the console in the vanilla, and he does not currently have a flash cart yet that I'm aware of. So unfortunately, back to emulator and using a PS4 controller kind of really changes how you play. Oh, Redbird has a power pack, so I don't know if he's playing on emulator. But it does definitely have a difference in input, and it can, once you get used to the console, it can get very difficult to play.
Slick move by Fred to hop on that block and avoid that landmole.
Yeah, blue landmolas are no fun.
So now the question is, can Fred make a very good use of this advantage of having this wand before RBG can get to it?
Man, this whole dungeon is like all red bubbles. Yeah, I mean RBG's got to get to this spot, right? That's second quest level 7.
That's kind of an awkward spot too.
Yeah, so got to get over here to the forest first. And kind of diving level 7 here, which looks to be first quest. So it seems like we have straight vanilla quest 1. But still, we're running into this issue of how much time is he going to spend elsewhere, and how much of a lead is that going to give Fred now that he's got the wand?
Yeah, because right now you'll see RBG has to depend more on bombs. We have Darknets in dungeons, we have Wizrobes in dungeons. Not that the wand will help him with Wizrobes, but it kind of takes the mental pressure off a little bit. And of course, the wand is ranged, so like these keys here are giving Redbird a little bit of a troll issue. That last key does not want to go into the fire.
Not at all.
Fred finding some any roads, so that actually clears out a really awful spot. It clears out where the lake is up by Vanilla 5 at the top of the waterfall. So nice to get that away from him. At this point, Fred's really looking just for silvers, and he might just start making item and go type plays.
Yeah,
I mean, he needs.
Well, we need the ladder.
Yeah, I was gonna say he needs the ladder for 3, so that a little bit early for that call.
I mean, best hope is silvers are on the coast, right? Then all you have to find is the ladder, and you just start blowing through things. At that point, you kind of just want to look for level 1 and level 8, and kind of probably just find a Triforce and skip the rest of the level.
Especially considering they already have the recorder, so that's the biggest like map upgrade type item.
Yeah, fast travel is a fantastic thing for sure.
And just some bombs on the coast, unfortunately / fortunately.
Womp womp.
Yeah, and how about level 1? The recorder spot by the coast. Another one of those awkward spots.
Yeah, I mean, really nice if they got the recorder early, too. And this wand gonna let Fred really mow through this dungeon. Likes, always a pain in the butt. They don't drop anything, they're just annoying. And hey, there's a Triforce.
I like that pickup just because the room was likes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to clear it again. It just walks right back in and he's there. So smart play. Save yourself about 20 seconds.
And RPG is in the Deadwoods digging that out. And here's our first item in level 1. It would be Dig Dagger blocked by logic. And Fred's gonna pick it up, or he might just burn it. I don't know which. Kind of both.
I mean, I don't disagree. That gives you a ranged item pickup, which is nice, especially if you can't get to something. Because right now we are technically unable to get across ladder areas. So if you get some bomb drops across the ladder or something like that, that'll let you pick it up. And the other is the waft.
May stay in here for a few more rooms to get some keys, but yeah, he's pretty much done here now.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely check out for a couple of keys and then just kind of bail. But I do like this play. Yeah, there's 2. Gonna gamble for a 3rd, why not? You might even...
I mean, enemy set's simple, so there's no point in running at this point.
Yeah, everything's dying to one hit other than the like, so yeah. And a compass. So we're gonna take 2 and bail. I like it. About 35 seconds for 2 keys is definitely a fantastic trade at this point.
And if RPG doesn't make that same move and just gets Triforce and runs or gets the items and runs, he won't get that benefit of 2 keys. And we've seen time and time again how important resource management is in these seeds.
Yeah, and right away we see that there is a key block or a ladder block going north in level 6. The only way that you could technically go is right. I think that takes a key, and it may have been ladder blocked as well. So 6, not a good place to be. So we're still looking for, at this point, I would say level 8, since we know its first quest is not going to be terrible, and it will have 2 items available.
Considering this is all first quest, oh, hello, free candle that we don't need anymore. Considering this is all first quest, that kind of takes off the kind of necessity of bait, too.
Yeah, there's very few places that can really make a difference. We've seen most of 7 already. And technically, I guess they could give it thrown in 6, and if you have to go up the spine, it can block you, but not a lot of places it's going to make a difference anymore.
I will say I have seen a seed where it was a forced bait block Zelda, so that was fantastic.
That's always a great curveball.
Hey, that is the Ridley theme from Super Metroid for the recorder theme today.
Nice.
So RBG, unfortunately, making the incorrect play. He's going to actually use the recorder stuff and check out some of these spots up here in the grave and may head up to the Death Mountain, which is going to pull him away from the forest. And as I said that, he starts going towards the forest.
Caster's Blessing? You don't say that very often.
Well, he's going to go to the Lost Hills first, so that's kind of a little bit of a different path.
Yeah, I mean, he'll eventually get over there to level 2, but man, this is definitely... At this point, we've done about the same amount of overworld, and you know, we're even on Triforces, to be fair, so there is that, but this wand going to let Fred get through some of these dungeons that RBG's done with bombs and a candle a little bit faster. But again, at the end of the day, it's, you know, where do we find our silvers? Do we find our ladders so that we can get the seed completed? It's not just about the wand in this case. We still have to find those other pieces, so there's a lot that can happen here.
Also, kind of really depends on, like, level 7. If Fred finds the item level 7, it turns out to be the silvers, for example, that RBG didn't pick up.
Very true. So, man, I would have to imagine that with First Quest 7, it's gonna be a post 9 type of thing, unless there's a hint. Unless, obviously, it's got the ladder, in which case, you know, it's required, but...
Well, we do have some hints. We don't have the book, though.
Yeah, but a good thing to mark down, just so we have the information. Kind of out of the way, but definitely one of those things that we could go back to later on if we absolutely want some information. Again, tons of money in this seed. They don't really need to buy anything other than maybe some keys down the road. Probably a bomb upgrade if you run into it, but not much else.
Yeah, those $39 bombs are kind of more obtainable now. Probably still want to use a 10 count if possible, but at least they're not awful. RBG does grab his book, so he'll be able to get his hints when he gets up there. And he's about to find level 2, so he should be in the wand.
The question is, how many times does he get hit by red bubbles in this dungeon, which is about half red bubbles?
And doesn't want to deal with the blue molas and just a candle and some bombs. Fred does find level 8, though, so that's the other nice dungeon that has 2 items for him.
Man, and this one's in a weird spot, too. Vanilla 5.
Yeah, so a lot of our dungeons are kind of like tucked off places. So this level 2 did have wizards, and it has a lot of blue molas. So we'll see if RBG digs it out. I believe he will, because it is level 2. But it could be interesting if he decides not to, given that combat could be a little bit of a thing here.
Yeah, level 2 is, again, one of those levels, though. It's super hard to walk away from. You definitely want to check every room if possible, because, again, something could just be laying on the floor.
Or any key could be under a staircase in level 8.
That's a little bit vanilla, but that's all right. We'll take it.
I will take an any key any day of the week, especially at 20 minutes in. RBG using the Adora trick to get away from the Lamola, so good play by that.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. You can just stand in the doorway there and kill those things. It's fantastic. Ooh, red bubble. Wait till he runs into the room with with like 8 of them.
And I believe RBG will get his 1 in this room. Yes, he does.
Run in circles! Run in circles! Gonna use his last key, but gonna get that Triforce. So, Outbound Triforces has a wand, has a bow, has arrows. RBG in a good spot here.
Yeah, I think they're both kind of equal at this point. I can't really say either one of them would be ahead. Maybe Fred because of the any key, but that's a very slight lead. And a power bracelet.
I mean, all the keys versus no keys, that can have pretty big implications sometimes.
And level 5 is kind of one of those odd spaces, too. Level 8 had the any key as well as the wand. As well as the power bracelet, I should say. Try to clear out all these darkness to see if there's an item here for a Triforce here for him. And just the $5.
Man, hope that the Triforce is not in this room.
So far, so good.
Yep. No Triforce, which is good because we don't have a ladder yet. So yeah, I mean, at this point we've got the items in 3, 4, 1, 2, and 8 out of the way. That leaves 5, 6, and 7 to contain the ladder. That's not fun.
No, not at all.
And you know, seeing level 6, it may be ladder blocked. So with that in mind, it puts the onus on 5 or 7. I hope it's level 5. RBG does find level 1 here, and keep note that he has the book, so perhaps we will run into a hint that we did not have before that might lead us to some useful things, like a ladder or the silver. Red still searching frantically for this Triforce here in level 8. Even a compass would be nice at this point.
Now, RBG does find level 1, but he has no keys, so let's see if he can make progress with both items in the Triforce. Sees the blue boomerang and says no.
Yeah.
With all he has, I don't blame him for that one. It's kind of a luxury item at this point.
Yeah, and I think the raft is... well, actually, he can't get to the raft. I don't remember if there's a key in this room or not. The raft is one more room to the left.
Yeah,
so
he's going to be key blocked.
Yeah, that's going to be frustrating. No, wait, never mind. The raft is in this room. My bad. He is one north, so the raft is here. So he can pick up a key or two if he keeps exploring, and we'll see if that raft actually does anything. As far as I know, Fred hasn't checked either location yet, so not entirely sure.
Fred touches the bubble, so he's going to do some weird controllering.
So a couple of keys here for Redbird, just as Fred did. So we'll see if he finds level 8 and that any key short.
Fred kind of looking at his map and trying to figure out where exactly else he has to go in this level 8.
Yeah, not too many rooms left here in 8 for him to check. Hopefully he'll run into this Triforce pretty soon, or at least get the compass. And there is the Triforce. So up to 3, RBG at 4, still searching for the ladder and the silvers, as RBG finds that candle.
Yeah, just kind of the difference in level 7 at the moment. And Fred finds level 5 right next door with that power bracelet.
So, recorder power bracelet required so far.
This was kind of one of those dungeons that we don't have any knowledge of, so if our silvers are here, that could be interesting.
Nothing like an NSU, no ladder, and red bubbles. RBG getting pretty close to that level 8. Confirming that it is, in fact, first quest level 5. Still a few hearts for both of these guys, too. 5 and 6. Fairly low for 31 minutes into the game. Another circle mode. And we also need a staircase to access the lower half of level 5. Play a melody to obtain the magic boomerang. Old news, thank you very much.
So that's the hint for level 1 item. Level 3 has the red candle, which we already do.
Oh, can we get the other item in 1, please? Close enough.
Now, that would be a great hint if we didn't know where level 2 was, but yeah.
Or if, we didn't already have a wand. But,
Well, like I said, if we didn't know where level 2 was.
Yeah, so fantastic set of hints. He's going to run into the next set. Maybe we'll get 1 or 2 good ones from there. Maybe we can get the hint for the bow. The other item in 1, and I don't know. I guess anything after that's actually useful information. At least for RBG. Probably going to fight this Gleeok in an NSU room. Always a good time. Gets a pack of bombs. And he bought a bomb upgrade, apparently. Has 11 max bombs now. There is, in fact, our meat block, which is not going to be of any consequence. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Do we have actual helpful hints?
Kind of, on that one. I mean, for us, we know this information, but RBG doesn't, so...
Correct.
So he does both items in level 8 now.
That's not bad. That's good information. Question is, will he hunt down both? If he finds the magic key first, does he bail and not get the power bracelet? In which case, we know he's not going to find level 5. So, kind of an interesting case there. But useful information. However, still nothing on the ladders or the silver. So, makes this still quite the enigma. As Fred is trying desperately to figure out where this staircase is that takes him to the south half of 5 here. Run away, run away! So after getting both hints, he immediately finds level 8. That's actually a pretty good feeling in my mind. So I know what's in here. I know if I really want to invest the time for it. And definitely going to be looking for that any key. 2 keys is never a good place to be. And I'm pretty sure that this was the any key. So pretty quick find.
Yeah, any key is great to have. The power bracelet, maybe. I think we have all of our dungeons, though, so it's most likely not needed. Maybe 9, though. We don't know about 9 yet.
Man, Fred finding everything but the room that he needs. I'm going to say this has pretty much got to be it, finally. He's pretty much cleared the rest of the northern half. Fortunately, regular bubbles still your friend. Not going to take away your wand and will make you damage immune to jerks that are wanting to hurt you. Like blue dark nuts.
Well, Fred does find a staircase, and it's our transport, so I'll get to the barn part of the dungeon at least, hopefully.
Yeah, if not, we may have some problems. I mean, at this point, you've got, what, 9 rooms left to look at? Definitely get a look for the item, and here it is. And it's a heart container, which means 6 or 7 contains our ladder. Very interesting.
So that could be interesting for level 7. So at this point, I think 6 was ladder blocks. So I think it has to be 7 at this point.
Yeah, either it was ladder block going north. I don't think there was a key door that they could have used, but I don't remember if there was a ladder block after that. So yeah, it might just be level 7, in which case RBG's going to have to revisit the everybody's favorite dungeon, honestly. I don't mind it. I think it's a lot of fun. Nothing like getting lost and not being able to get through bomb walls, going to every room but the one you need, you know. Always good stuff.
Playing the same room twice because you forgot to mark it as not using.
Yeah. All right, so Fred gets the Triforce out of 5. I'm not sure has he even seen level 7? I don't know that Fred's seen level 7 yet.
I don't believe so, but I'm not positive.
Now, he has seen 6, and he's seen 4, and he's seen 3. So right now, we're just looking for 9 and 7 on his side, and I think 9 for both.
Yeah, and RBG is making a good play to go back into that level 8 for that power bracelet.
Yeah, he's going to be very happy with this decision. Nice clock.
Should we say it's a timely clock?
Dude, you're ticking me off with your jokes here.
Can't go that way. That's a double ladder block.
Potion? Yeah, I like that choice.
Yeah, I do too. This late in the seed, and the red bubbles being a thing, yeah, pick up the potion. Save some money. I don't think we've seen the prescription yet.
I don't remember exactly where the power bracelet was either.
Right there.
Hey, there we go. Perfect. Right on time.
Fred does find level 6, so we'll see if he can make some progress in here.
Gonna grab some bombs or bail? Looking for some bombs. Okay, I don't mind that. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it gets the tricky armor, so it doesn't want to open up.
Got the gorillas on the screen. Boomerangs make those not want to work. It's a fantastic little bug. So definitely, he's farming bombs here first. Don't mind this if they drop, obviously. Nice to have full complement of bombs going into level 2.
Gives the 2 shots and says, too much time, and now he is going north. I think this is ladder blocked here, though. Yeah, so it really depends if there's a ladder block to the right also.
Boomerang +5. Alright, so we could bomb possibly. Unless this is a super troll. Oh, it is. It's a super troll staircase. That is fantastic. So yeah, level 7 contains our ladder. Yes.
So Fred kind of knows what he has to do at this point. RBG doesn't have that same knowledge, I don't think. But Fred's just a fine level 7.
Yeah, where was that? I honestly do not remember.
I want to say it was down by Vanilla's start. I could be wrong.
I'm still trying to get some bombs. Not having any luck, unfortunately.
Jacob, I'm pretty sure it's down by Vanilla 1. I'm not Vanilla Star, I should say. I'm not positive though. It was near this area, though, because it was one of the first places that our RG found.
Yeah, and I mean, RBG's cleared a lot of 7 already as well, so gonna have some idea of where not to go, which is super. Oh, he's gonna make the choice. Good man.
Well, I
Goes
mean, you'll get
rare.
the knowledge that the item here is not great. You might even just leave it behind at this point.
With 6 hearts, I'm probably gonna grab it. Not been very good on the heart pickups thus far. This dungeon, this game, this seed, whatever you want to. This game of Randomizer. Three is ladder block. The Triforce is inside of a circle moat room, and 6 itself is also ladder blocked. Therefore, by process of elimination, with the knowledge that we have, both runners at this point, the ladder must be in level 7.
And that is where Fred is now. The Triforce wasn't far in here either. Fred knows that level 3's Triforce is quick, so he's not really all that behind. It's just a matter of finishing this out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure. I mean, at this point, I kind of feel like they're even, right?
Oh, they're definitely even.
RBG
RBG might have the Triforce count?
Well, no, I mean, just like overall. Fred's behind by a Triforce right now. Or actually 2. But still, you know, both people have to dig 7. It's just a matter of which direction you go. You can spend 10 minutes in this dungeon if you take a wrong turn looking for an item. And he's whistling right back to 7. And the Triforce in 4 is super quick too. So 3's quick, 4 is quick. 6 could be a problem depending on, you know, where the level takes you. We'll see what happens here.
Jay Coper, Fred found it very early and was key blocked from the Triforce by 1 key. But he basically knows what he has to do. So Fred knows exactly where the Triforces in 3 and 4 are. It's just a matter of going back to pick it up. This level 7 not being kind, though.
Indeed, doing what it does best.
Go ahead.
I said it's doing what it does best, which is leading you the wrong direction and giving you nothing for it.
Yeah, of course.
The thing is, Fred still has to dig for the Triforce. So he's doing that while RBG is simply just trying to blow through rooms to find a staircase.
Well, there's a Triforce, and he's going to grab it so he doesn't re-clear that room. So I like that play. So at this point, given how free level 3 and level 4 are, I'd say they're pretty much dead even.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give a few minute lead to Redbird right now, but there is still level 6 and then obviously 9, so anything is possible. And we still haven't found level 9 on top of all of it, so there's still that overworld exploration choice that's going to come into a factor. Also, major bomb advantage for Fred. You know, buying that bomb upgrade, giving him a little bit more leeway with that as far as, you know, he has 11 that he can have total, really kind of makes a difference. RBG going to take this staircase here, go somewhere else in the level. Meanwhile, Fred runs into a single block room.
Tredongo forced.
6 bombs required. If this is it, ouch.
And it is.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
That's fantastic.
Redbird doesn't even have 6 bombs. That is horrible luck for RBG.
He's got to spend bombs to get there too, so he's actually going to be even more down. That's actually going to lead him to cleaning up more out of the dungeon to see if he doesn't have to go back there.
Yeah, I mean, at least there's some red dark nuts there, some opportunities to get back some bombs, as Fred takes a death on the overworld here. Not necessarily the worst thing. Not too far away from where he was. Has a recorder, so it can toot right back. Not a big deal.
Boletta, yes. Fred picked up 1 bomb upgrade, so he has a max of 11. RBG is still in a max of 8.
Alright, so RBG on 3 means he needs 3 more bomb droppers for a bomb chance. There is a bomb upgrade he can't buy. Just taunting him, not realizing it yet, but it absolutely is going to be a big taunt here once he sees that single block room.
First off, he's down to 1 heart. He's got to avoid a death. And I think there's a pack of bombs in that room there.
Yeah, definitely going to double back for that. He doesn't need to kill Blue Reserves. He has to kill 3 Dodongos in order to get to the
I love Force Tridongos. That's great.
Yeah, it's terrible. And 6 is not even guaranteed to clear the room because they can just decide they want to go a different direction.
I mean, they're called Tridongos for a reason, and he still has to use bombs to get there, so he's not out of the blue yet.
Well, and I don't even know that he can get there from this direction. Oh my god!
All but 1 room.
Fred took the only direction to get to that room as well. That is ridiculous.
Fred's gonna just quickly clean 6, 3, and 4. Then just still a hunt for the level 9.
Yeah. This is just one of those things where this is an RBG 7. He says he hates 7. He's really lying, but in this case, he really does hate 7 once he figures this out because there's not a whole lot that you can do here. You're not really expecting to have to clear a Tridongo room to get to an item. And when it's the case, it really sucks. Fortunately, there's a lot of rooms in here with red dark nuts, so we could try to generate a bomb drop somewhere. But he sees it now, and he's like, yeah, you've got to be joking me.
That's a expletive deleted moment.
Yeah, you could farm some bombs too, but it's just like, yeah, screw this game. He might just go buy a bomb pack.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Fred sees the Triforce in 6. Gonna keep looking for that item though, because silvers are still at large.
Yeah, this is another interesting choice as well, whether or not to dig 6 to see if the silvers are here. So we'll see if this pays off.
I personally like it. I don't like leaving behind dungeons, but really depends.
Yeah, it does. I know I would dig it, but that's why I lose a lot of races too, because I'm pretty thorough and I don't like to gamble. And there are some racers who absolutely enjoy gambling, and a lot of times it will pay off for them and gets, save them 5 or 6 minutes.
And our item level 6 is indeed the silvers.
Wow, solid choice there by Fred. He is in fact in go mode once he gets these last 3 Triforces, which should not take very much time at all. Of course, we do have to find the culprit level 9, but outside of that, we're in a good shape here.
Level 3 is literally 1 room in. Level 4 is, I think, 4 rooms in, so they're both pretty quick. RBG does grab his Triforce in level 7. We'll see what his play on level 6 is. If he goes and gets Deadmore, if he goes for another 9 play, because he'll probably go back to level 3 first.
More importantly, Fred does not have the book, so he is not spitting out fire all the time. So when we have Forced Patras in level 9, Fred is less likely to kill himself.
J. Coper, Fred did not have enough hearts. It was the white sword item.
That's the beauty of Randomizer, though, Ampharos. Everybody gets to make a choice, and sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Let's see if that raft is in fact needed. If we need the raft here for level 9, that'd be fantastic. Unfortunately, not the case.
Could level 9 be the one thing up in Death Mountain that we actually need?
Possibly.
And there's just a quick gimme Triforce in level 3 for RBG, and Fred's right, and the seals picked that up as well. And then you guys go back to level 4, which is also just kind of a quick gimme Triforce. Kind of a virtual high five. Jacob, Fred's in go mode. He has everything he needs. No one knows where level 9 is though. RBG does need to find level 6, and he needs the silvers.
Yeah, I think he'll dig level 6 as well. At this point, it's the only place you don't have an item for. Granted, there is a 66% chance it's a 9, so it's a tough call, but I don't know. I would much rather, again, check 6, knowing that I only have to deal with 3 possible staircases to find instead of dealing with that craziness at level 9.
I mean, you're also 52 minutes in, you're facing someone of Fred's caliber. Is this the kind of gamble that you make?
Alright, so Fred just has to make his way back to level 4 here. Checking all these one-off spots just to make sure that we're not missing level 9. Unfortunately, having some issues with the scroll on that screen there. Alright, RBG gonna see the Triforce here in just a couple of rooms. Gonna head right first, so we'll see if that nets anything useful. Goma creeps by like, gosh, I love this game.
I mean, it tries to be helpful.
I mean, it never fails. There's a hint for the dungeon you're in. I love it. Fred looks like he's probably digging for a compass out of this room. And he's gonna get it. How about that? Next room over is the Triforce too. How nice is that?
Just gonna hang out on the ground. Now it's just a matter of, can Fred find level 9?
Yeah, RBG making the good play here.
He did miss a Triforce room though.
No, he saw it. He just didn't take it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on the way, so he's definitely making the right choice. Gonna find his silvers here. Gonna be happy about that choice. Just gotta find level 9. I mean, this is coming down to the wire. Who's gonna go to Death Mountain first? I really feel like it's up there at this point. There's not a whole lot of other places to check.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think that's kind of like where it might have to be at this point.
East or west, though?
I'm going to say vanilla. I think it's going to be at the vanilla level 9 spot.
I was going to go with first or second quest.
First quest.
I'm going to go with the second quest Master Sword location. Silvers for RBG. Gonna be happy about that one.
You know, it could be one of those 2 ladder spots too by vanilla 5.
That'd be nasty.
That would be fantastic.
Fred's going to be able to check those here pretty soon. He's on the way that direct.
Yeah, he'll probably check those and then head up into the Death Mountain. That one is a dud. Alright, so both of those are kind of meh.
Is the one on that first screen 4 over or 5 over? Because Fred bombed the 5 and 6 spot. I don't remember. I always bomb the 4 or 5 spot because I can never remember which is which, but you can get both. It'd be interesting if that was missed. Not checking the spot that I was talking about. We'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, he may do it on his walk back.
Not there either. Say RBG up and in, going straight back to the grave, gonna head towards Death Mountain himself. This could come down to level 9 routing.
Or, I mean, it could come down to the small bomb advantage that Fred has.
Well, Vanilla 9 out the door. Got some more rupees, which is nice.
Yeah, it's not east side.
He doesn't check the Master Sword spot. Very interesting.
Yeah, a little curious as to why he didn't pick that one out.
I mean, to be fair, it was back 5 screens, 4 screens. You got all this other stuff over here that's clumped to check. But if it is over here, RBG's gonna get in first.
I hope it's the coast draft spot.
I believe that was an any road.
Oh, okay. Well, bollocks to that then. Did we check Recorder Lake? Both of them.
Not sure about Vanilla 2, but I know that we checked Vanilla 7. Unfortunately, RBG miscounting there and losing a bomb. But does force, which is going to allow him to finish up this portion of Death Mountain.
And Fred Renner is heal, so they could be doing level 9 simultaneously.
Hey, and a nice large secret there right at the end. Now if we could just get a bomb shop up here, that would be about as good as you could hope for.
Very quickly running out of locations, though. Well, we got a potion right next to level 9 if we need it.
Well, Fred will be able to pick up a heart, which will put us tied at hearts. And RBG gets a potion, which I'm sure he's happy to have, just in case we run into red bubble. Man. So outside of that arrow spot, what haven't we checked other than these like last 3 locations on Death Mountain here?
I think just Vanilla 2.
Vanilla 2. And there's the letter. Might as well. Just in case, you never know. So here's decision time. Oh, there's bomb droppers. That's good. I was going to say, there's decision time. Well, still decision time. You got one.
I gets bailed out, gets a 4-pack.
Nice Korea's being in the right spot at the right time. There it is.
Fred also about to find it momentarily, so they're neck and neck.
Yeah, so basically same entry point, 7 bombs difference, 6 bombs difference. Let's go. You don't get any closer than this, honestly. This is ridiculous after everything that's happened.
Very different routes, very different struggles, but a lot of fun. I wouldn't really call them struggles. Both of them had their own challenge, I guess is the better word for it.
So, who takes what and does what? Right? Fred's going to take a staircase. Will this change everything?
Well, RBG took the staircase also.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I think it just probably one floor up anyway.
A little bit up and to the left. Very interesting.
I like how it's a Wizard 9, just to give him a little bit more challenge.
Yeah, mix a few in here and there.
We don't want to fully give it to him.
No, it can't be too easy. I mean, we're only an hour in right now. You gotta remember that. These guys are flying.
And there's Zelda by Fred.
Yeah,
so Fred knows where she is.
Zelda. Very nice. go ahead and take
Can
this
Fred find
staircase.
Ganon, though? I don't know if RPG saw that or not.
It's very interesting that there's a way to walk up, and both players are opting to take staircases, which is very odd behavior when you do not need to actually find it.
Fred,
takes a
unfortunately, taking a death. And there's our level 9 bait block, which could be fun.
Well, hi.
And don't know if you can go around it. Fred taking a second to set the man on fire for annoying him.
Fair choice. These guys
And
going
Jacob also bringing up a good point that eats the hint that RBG won't be able to get, so they're still in the same knowledge base.
yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, we hear Ganon. And
Good
they're on there
lord!
simultaneously.
So both are gonna pop a potion. This is insane.
Fred's gonna fill up just a little bit quicker.
And both are just getting like the worst Ganon patterns ever.
Simultaneous unlock.
Oh my god! And Fred knows where the girl is.
Wow,
I think
this is gonna
RPG
be.
does
Yeah, I
too.
think they both do.
No, RPG does not.
Fred
Oh
knows.
man!
RBG's very close.
What a freaking game! Fred's just like, let me clip already, please. Oh my
RBG gets to try
goodness.
the compass, I should say. Just as Fred
Oh,
opens the door.
get your GGs out. Wow, this is so close.
And Fred Coughlin takes first place with a 103.30.
Wow.
And through that staircase, RBG sees it as well, passes the Wizrobe, gonna take second place in the race with a 130. Sorry, hold on one second. 103.30. So 28-second difference. GG's in chat for both these guys, please.
Wow. That's all I could say. Wow.
I mean, there's really not much else to say.
Man.
And I believe we do have both of our combatants with us. GG Fred and GG Redbird. This is a heck of a race.
Good game, guys. Good lord.
Wow. Well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah, good game, Fred. I looked over there and I'm like, oh man, come on, really?
You guys literally had simultaneous Ganon kills.
Oh wow, that's pretty awesome. Did you have knowledge? Did you clear the room before killing Ganon? Did you know where she was?
Yeah, I happened to I took the first staircase for some reason. I'm not sure why it was, and so therefore I ended up in the room on the left of her and cleared out a couple of rooms there and discovered that's where she was.
Yeah, I did it. It was like a mixed enemy room, so I decided not to clear it and just kind of put it in the back of my mind to go there. And then I found the compass, and I'm like, that's the room.
Yep. Yeah, I cleared. I went north, discovered a couple of blue whiz robes, but there was a blue whiz robe in a Triforce room, so he kept actually getting stuck on blocks. So when I finished it off, I said, "Let me go back down at least," and was able to clear out. Turned back in the orange turned into a Gibdo, so I was able to clear it out and was like, "Oh, yep, there it goes."
Yeah, it was a pretty basic 9. I mean, it wasn't trolly at all, really.
Well, speaking of Trolley, talk to us about that 7, RBG.
You know what? First of all, hold on. Before I do, Fred, what was your experience like in 7?
It was the last dungeon I've found before 9. So I took the right turn, hit a bunch of walls, went all the way left and down, found the Triforce, but at that point I knew the ladder was in there. So I went back in, went down the second column, and found the ladder. I want to say it was pretty quickly.
Yeah, I
Just
did.
wandering down.
I did every room,
Oh.
and then found out you couldn't do the ladder from the bottom. So I had to go back in, went from the top, and entered that room with 4 bombs.
Oh,
and then I had to
no.
leave, buy bombs, and come back. Oh, yeah. That 7 was not 33 rooms. It was like 52.
Yeah, Fred, you had the only direction into the ladder room. The only direction.
I got lucky as heck. I'm not going to deny that.
Oh, it's all good. I mean, you put yourself in position to do that. When people say luck, it like cracks me up. I'm like, nah, man, like that's skill. You got.
I got lucky I walked in there with 9 bombs, though. I don't think I'd been forcing
Right.
counts at that point. If I had been, 3 or 4 bombs less, it would have been far worse. I found the bomb. Oh, did I get the bomb upgrade at that level? Or was it somewhere? I don't remember where I got the bomb upgrade, but yeah, I basically just went in there and said, oh, shoot, and got lucky, as I said, with just my pathing down there, that I didn't take those turns that ate up the bombs that you took.
Well, what's funny is when you went to the room that was just north of that, and it was, I think we had to clear, it was like a moat room with some gels in it or something like that.
Sounds about
So
right.
we cleared
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and then it popped open 2 doors, north or south, and I'm like, well, there's only 2 rooms north. So I went north and grabbed the Triforce, and I'm like, nope, I'm out. We got the flute. I'm out of here. So that
Yeah,
was
and
kind of
I came from that direction, so it was either east or down at that point for me, and I think I just decided down was the better option at that point.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, GG's, dude.
You too. You are insane.
Yeah, Fred found 2 in the wand, probably, I don't know, 8 minutes faster than you, but you really made up ground pretty quick. I do like the candle buy from both of you that immediately led to a red candle. Really heads up play just to buy that instead of trying to track it down in these flags, especially with the money that you get.
Yeah, secrets just ended up being really nice with the large secret. When I got the 1, I was contemplating what to do there, and I said, you know what, let's just buy this, let's just start burning stuff, and if I get to the old man, I get to the old man later on.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the reaction, yep.
Same here, right? Yeah. I mean, I can't be mad at finishing the seed with 103. You know, with these flags and all the horror stories I've heard with these flags and stuff like that. I mean, first quest, easy money, wand relatively early. I mean, we can't really complain, Fred. So
Yeah.
it's pretty easy.
We had a bunch of good stuff there. Got that red candle, then got the wand, got the bow early. Of course, the arrows decided to hide on me. I didn't find them to the bottom corner until they were way too late in the seed. And then, of course, as typical, you buy the arrows, and then a level later, you find the silvers.
I had to like double check my inventory because I found the bow and forgot that I did. So I looked at the arrow shop. I found it kind of early, and I'm like, "Do I really have the bow?" So I double check.
Nice.
No, that's fun. Let's do it again. You want to load it up? Let's go.
I'll play a rematch. Might want to pull my hair out, but I'll play a rematch.
So, Fred, you're going to get the winner of Malagord and Dr. J, who are playing tonight, I believe, right now, actually. And
Yes.
RBG, you're going to have... We don't quite know yet.
Yeah, that's good because I'm going to Florida for a week next week. So you guys take your time. Let me know later.
I know one of your possibles is Mr. Dunlow. Let me check and see who your other possible is. Give me one moment.
Well, the loser of Malagord, Dr. J.
Oh, right.
So
Okay. So,
those two are going to play, and then that will be who you play. So, well, enjoy your trip to Florida. I hope you have Be sure you log into Discord daily for your burn.
I definitely will. Oh no, trust me, I'm waiting for the burn every morning when I wake up. I'm like, agent's probably already awake, already on the keyboard.
It's not just me; it's everybody.
So let's take a quick look at the rest of our schedule. At 11 p.m. we have Random Effects versus Eat My Steel. That'll be on Speed Gaming 1. Then tomorrow we have Fury SK versus Kingdall at 3 o'clock. Alsoa versus Ice Blue at 10. At 8 o'clock, I should say. I'm scheduled to face Friar Teeth tomorrow at 9. I might need to postpone that due to some family obligations. Zevgeny versus Antlers at 10 o'clock. So we have a pretty much full day tomorrow.
Indeed, we do. I just want to thank everybody for doing such a good job with getting the races done as well. It's been very smooth. There have been no hiccups whatsoever. It's been moving along very nicely, which is good because we do have the vanilla tri-type tournament coming up in the middle of April too. So trying to get through some of this for those who want to participate in both is definitely fantastic. So thank you all once again for being a fantastic and awesome community. You're my favorite.
All right, so for the last time, let's give some GGs both to Fred Coughlin and Redbirdgrad. Please give them both a follow. Our tracker behind the scenes today, Azrin, and for my co-com today, who is also the my co-admin for this tournament, Adaginos. It was a pleasure, my friend. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you both for racing. Good game. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, guys.